Today I want to share something with you about how to get unstuck. Do you know this? When you are working hard, you want to do a lot, you want to get a lot of things done, or you run into some problems. What are the typical reactions that we have? Well, basically from science they say like you have 3 responses in your brain. It's the fight, flight, or freeze. And there's a combination of all these things. Fighting, of course, when a problem occurs, you're ready like, okay, let's go. We need to work harder. We need to do more. You're going for it. Flight is basically, oh, something bad happens. You're like, oh, let me see if I can get out of the camera, like, for example, like this. And freeze is like, basically, your brain is like, oh, stuck. You know, like the fainting goats. You're like, meh, you go out. I love to make that analogy. It's not always the best one, but it's something that actually happens a lot. And why do I share this today? Because especially when you train martial arts, this comes back quicker. For example, if you've been training really hard and you have an opponent where you're sparring with, that person is so strong, you're like, ooh, what's going to happen? There's a tendency either like, oh, I'm going to struggle like crazy, going for it. Or you're like, ooh, let me hide. He doesn't see me or she doesn't see me. Or you're like, okay, I'm staying stuck. I'm not able to move. And you're like a sitting duck basically, and getting kicked all around. But this also happens a lot in life. For example, if you have a difficult assignment to do, or if you are actually procrastinating on something that you want to do, that is actually a freeze response by basically doing nothing, or fleeing by going into something else. Maybe you know by yourself like, hey, I've been working on my assignment, maybe if you're in school still, or if you're working on a huge project, and then suddenly you're focusing on all kinds of details. You're like, huh? Basically fleeing for the real work.